Hey, if you're a plumber in the Seattle area, I want to talk about something that's probably costing you thousands of dollars. It's a silent leak in your business, and today we're going to look at how a service called Sentio AI can plug it for good.
So here's the thing. The biggest leak you have isn't under a kitchen sink. It's that phone in your pocket. You know, the very tool that's supposed to be your lifeline to new customers? It's often the #1 reason you're losing money. Let's dig into why.
Okay, just picture this for a second. You're on a job, maybe you're out in Bellevue, you're deep in a crawl space, your hands are full, you're focused, and then your phone starts ringing. You can't answer it, no way. And what happens in that moment? Well, that's the start of the whole problem.
That person on the other end, they're not going to wait. They're definitely not leaving a voicemail. In today's world, they just hang up, look at their Google search again, and tap the very next plumber on the list. It's that fast. And just like that, poof, the job is gone. Your competitor, just because they were able to pick up the phone, has snatched the business that should have been yours. And here's where it really hurts, the bottom line. That job gets done, and the money for it, it ends up in their bank account, not yours. That one single missed call is a direct hit to your wallet.
But, it's so much worse than just one lost job. The real cost here is way bigger, and it just keeps adding up over time. Let's really explore how deep this leak actually goes.
So, just think about it for a second. Be honest. How many calls buzzed in your pocket this week that you just couldn't get to? 2? 4? Maybe even more? Every single one of those was a paying customer trying to hire you. Now here's the question that really stings, right? Every call you missed wasn't just a lost opportunity. It was a job you literally handed over to your competition. The calls are happening, you're just not the one catching them.
See, it's never just about that one job. When you miss that call, you also lose out on getting a fantastic 5-star review that would have brought in more business. You lose the chance for that person to refer you to their neighbors. And worst of all, you lose what could have been a loyal, repeat customer for years to come.
Now look, I'm sure you've tried to fix this. Most business owners have. But the usual solutions, they're flawed. And it's really important to understand why they don't work. I mean, you could hire a human receptionist, but man, that's a huge expense. You're talking over $3,000 a month plus benefits, sick days, and they only work 9 to 5. What happens when a pipe bursts at 10 p.m.? On the flip side, there's voicemail. It's free, sure, but did you know a whopping 85% of callers hang up before they even hear the beep? It's basically a black hole for new leads.
And this idea of forwarding calls to your cell, come on, that's not a fix. That's the exact same problem you already have. You still can't answer when you're wrestling with a water heater in Renton or on a ladder somewhere in Kirkland.
So what if there was another way? A solution that gives you that 24/7 coverage of voicemail, but is actually as effective as a live person, without that insane price tag. Well, that's where an automated receptionist comes in.
And this is exactly how it works. This AI agent picks up every single call. Day, night, weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. It can answer common questions about your service areas or rates. It weeds out all those annoying spam calls. And this is the best part. It books qualified jobs right into your calendar for you. And that's really the magic of it. You get to focus on the job you're doing, the work you're actually getting paid for, and you can relax knowing you're not missing the next big job. Your business is literally growing while you're on the tools.
And hey, this isn't just some theory. Listen to this from a local Seattle plumber. He went from missing 4 to 6 calls every week to booking 3 brand new jobs in his very first week using this. That's a real immediate impact you can feel.
So you're probably wondering, how can I see if this would actually work for my business? Well, Sentio AI is making that super easy with an offer that has zero risk.
They're giving you a full 14-day free trial. This isn't some watered-down demo. It's the full service, working for your business, so you can see the results for yourself without spending a single penny.
And they've made it unbelievably simple to get started. There are no contracts to sign, you don't need to be a tech wizard or anything, and the whole setup takes less than 10 minutes. Seriously.
Okay, and this is the most important part. Check out their guarantee. They're promising that if the system doesn't book you at least one extra job in those 14 days, you pay absolutely nothing. All the risk is on them, not you.
Now, there is a catch. To make sure they give every new client amazing service, they have to limit how many people they bring on board. So for this month, they are only taking on 10 plumbers in the Seattle area. Once those spots are filled, you'll have to go on a wait list. So if this sounds like the answer you've been looking for, the next step is pretty simple. Head over to SentioAutomation.com right now, claim one of those 10 spots, and get your free 14-day trial started.
And that really brings us back to the big question, doesn't it? We started by talking about that silent leak. You know it's there, you know it's costing you money every single week, so are you going to take this completely risk-free step to finally fix it?